What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Wow. Hold on. Welcome back to the live stream. Is this super distorted? It sounds super distorted. We didn't do a full check 1, 2. We didn't do a full check since we've been in, but it does sound super distorted to me. What's going on with that? Not sure why it's distorted. Let me pull this down maybe. Check 1, 2. Is that any better? Hello, hello, hello. It sounds distorted in my headphones. I don't know if it's distorted in your ears. Does it sound all funky? I feel like it's going to sound funky, and I don't know why. Because nothing else has changed. Very weird. All right, well, we're going to go with it. I don't know why it's doing this. The mic, check 1, 2. Maybe the gain got turned up too hot. How's that? That should be better. Check 1, 2. There we go. I think that's better. I think in the move, some buttons got pushed and knobs got turned. And this is the first time I've been on since I haven't done any kind of a test. So I was an audio expert. But I did not do a dry run test, and so that is showing up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The weekend is finished. We did get moved. We are in the new place. There is still pretty much nothing up on the walls. I still got to hang curtains and pictures, but all the furniture's in. Most of the boxes are unpacked. It did take all weekend. I am very sore. So we lived in a 3-story townhome, and we were moving because we were right on the road, and the road noise was ridiculous. So we've moved into basically the same floor plan, but just in a 1-story flat apartment. We're on the lowest level. Which is fantastic. And the best part is one of the best moves is there's no more stairs for the townhome. So that's awesome. But I probably climbed 150 flights of stairs back and forth, up and down, over the last 3 days. So I'm glad to be done with that, but my body is dead. I'm very, very I still physically feel tired from the move. And just moving sucks in general. Moving just sucks. So, moving sucks. But we're here. We got all of the internet squared away. I did get the office set up. It's not exactly the way I want it right now, but I mean, it's good enough that we can stream. And over the next week, I'll just get everything decked out the way I want it to be. But for right now, yeah, I mean, we're in and we're here and we're able to do it every day. So we're back. It's the 10K to $2 million funding challenge. And we are in profits, baby. We're 2% up. 2 wins, 2 losses on this new phase 1 challenge. We're up 2%. Maybe we can knock this thing out this week. We'd love to be able to get phase 1 done and get this thing back on track. We are sponsored by Bespoke Funding Program. They sponsor the live stream. They give us the accounts that we can give away every week, and they give us a great discount code for all of our Venator viewers. You get 15% off any challenge and an 85% profit split. So take advantage of that if you're looking to pick up a challenge. They are the best in the business right now. Spreads are amazing. Execution's amazing. Support is amazing. the highest overall purchasable assets under management that you can buy, up to $1 million for their classic two-step challenge. EAs are allowed. I mean, they're just fantastic. And if you follow the rules and you trade, you're going to get paid out. And they have had massive payouts, over six figures, just recently, in fact. And so I cannot recommend them enough. They are great to work with. And I'm super happy that they're the sponsor of our stream Bespoke Funding Program. So go check them out. Last week, we finished off the week with a banger of a trade here on Eurodollar. I've taken it all off. I did do some markups this morning already. But we called this trade right here off of this breaker, ran liquidity, displaced through, came back up, rebalanced, and then tanked. This was our winner last week at the end of on Friday. Pulled out 4% on the win, and that put us 2% into profit. Pound dollar also set up, we called out. It did get triggered and also hit a full 1 to 2. So no matter which one you had taken, you would have hit a winner on both of those. GJ did not get triggered in. We were anticipating a move back up into this breaker here, and it did not get that high. It just fell off. So we had 3 trades opened. Eurodollar got tagged in first, and it did, in fact, right off of this breaker, off of this fair value gap, it got tagged in and then completely tanked. So that's the way we like to see it happen. And now we're back for another week, sitting in the tree stand, ready to go, hunting our A+ setups. So this morning, what I am anticipating, let's look up to our weekly time frame and see. I'm still bearish on the foreigns, bullish on the dollar, but that doesn't mean that as we start this new week, where might a high of the week be put in? And when you're looking at trying to determine the weekly direction of the candle, you want to identify where is it most likely to put in a high of the week. Then you can look for reversals and look for those moves to the downside. For me, Eurodollar, this volume imbalance right here that was created last week is where I would be anticipating price to draw up into for a high of the week. Whether that's today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but that's what I would be looking for, is a high of the week somewhere in this volume imbalance right here. If you drop down to the daily, just above that volume imbalance is a fair value gap created from last week. Could potentially reach up into there. So this is what my initial bias is right now, is a potential high of the week somewhere up in here. And then we roll over and we target last week's lows and eventually this monthly fair value gap down here. So that's what I'm looking for on Euro Dollar, a pop up into this weekly volume imbalance, potentially above this little 4-hour swing high right there. We'll see what happens as we go, but that's what I am anticipating, is a high of the week up in here. With that in mind, it would be interesting to see if we get this, a lot of relative equal lows down here. We've been in this small little uptrend. I think any move down right now is going to trap sellers and will eventually rally up into this area. So I would be looking for a move down potentially into this sell side liquidity and then displacement up. And if we get displacement up, I could take a short counter trend trade up into this area where I'm targeting for the high of the week right now. Same on pound dollar, not much difference here. The only difference being there's no volume imbalance to target. So what I would be looking for is that fair value gap, that daily fair value gap right here that was created last week. There's a small little daily, but that doesn't show up on the weekly. So this is where I would anticipate the high of the week for GU as well. It doesn't have to get up there. Neither one of these have to go up there. This is just what I'm anticipating, is where is the high of the week going to be? That's what I'm looking for when Monday opens every single time. Where is the high of the week likely to be? Tuesday or Wednesday is about 70 to 80% of the time. The high of the week is on Tuesday or Wednesday. So today could be consolidation, could just be whatever, could be engineering liquidity so that Tuesday you get a pop up, you get a high of the week, and then it rolls over. And same kind of targets for their larger, higher time frame monthly draws on liquidity. DXY, again, if I'm looking for that on euro, then I'm looking for the opposite on dollar. A push down into this daily fair value gap right here. Push down into that to take out these higher time frame. This is last week's. This is the last daily high. So this is Friday's high. This is the week low. This is the prior week high. So these are the first targets that I'd be looking for after we get into this. We take out last Friday's high. Excuse me, I got something fuzz in my mouth. We take out Friday's high, and then we'd be looking at last week's high, and then eventually to fill in this whole volume imbalance. Not a volume imbalance, sorry, fair value gap on the monthly, and then this swing high just above that. Still bullish, still want to see bullish price action, but we could see the low of the week of the dollar somewhere inside this fair value gap right here. So that's what I'll be looking for. So any moves up here on dollar, I would be looking to see them counter that to push it down into some of these sell side liquidity targets. If the dollar gets weaker, that's what I would anticipate. So if we run on euro dollar, all of these relative equal lows right here on DXY, we've already ran those highs. We could come up a little bit higher, but I would think if we come up higher, it's going to push it back down here at the start of the week. Only temporarily here for the start of the week. That's what I'm kind of looking for. Pound yen, same thing. If we drop below here on pound yen, I would anticipate maybe a move up before it moves back down. So we'll watch to see if we get displacement up. We could catch a counter trend trade up into these levels here. We'll watch and wait. Mondays, I'm not looking to take a trade unless I see just a premium A+ setup that screams at me to jump into a trade. That's the only time I'm really going to be interested in taking a trade. I'm not going to be interested just to jump in right away on a Monday morning. That's not how profitable trade. Most profitable traders I know don't even trade Mondays. It's just not even in the books. It's not in their strategy. It's let the market show its hand for the start of the week. You're going to have plenty of other days. You have 4 more days. There's plenty of other opportunities to come that are going to allow you to capitalize on a weekly expansion. Meaning, if the week opens on Monday, wherever it opens, it's going to put in a high of the low of the week, and then it's going to expand in the opposite direction. And that's the move that you want to try to capture, is that weekly expansion. You want to be in line with that. You want to be in line with the weekly move. And often that means you're going to get a high on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you get the reversal, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday are the big moves. It doesn't always happen that way. Statistically, probabilities, that's what we think in. As traders, we're constantly thinking in statistics and probabilities. What is most likely to happen based on what we've seen happen in the past and how the market reacts, generally speaking? Are there exceptions? Yes, always. But it's a pretty light news week as well. If we look at our Forex factory news, we have pretty much Empire State Manufacturing Index. It's nothing to be concerned about for me. I'm not going to, I would trade through that if we got into a trade, but I may not be taking a trade today. Tuesday, we've got some CAD numbers. We've got some core retail sales. I'd probably wait until after the retail sales report to look for a trade, but it's a tradable day. Just have to wait. Wednesday, just again, you got some pound CPI at 2 a.m. Wednesday, but dollar news, building permits, there's no red folder news Wednesday. Thursday, you have unemployment claims. Fed Chair Powell speaks at noon, so Thursday may not be the best day. And then Friday, there's really nothing. So kind of a light news week, and we should hopefully see some, how do I get that off of there? Here we go. We should hopefully see some decent price action this week. Hopefully everything will just move accordingly, the way it's supposed to. Things were broken during the summer. They did not work right. And then now recently here, we've gotten swerved a few times, but the pattern has played out beautifully, even though we may not have gotten our entries. So we're back on track. We're 2% in profit now. We're 50% win rate on this phase. That's about right where we typically are. The last 2.5 months have been atypical of this trading strategy and of the way that I operate and execute this trading strategy. So we're back more in line with where we typically are. So hopefully we can bang this out here in the next week or so, get through phase 1, on to phase 2, get funded, and hopefully maybe we can stack a couple accounts before, at least one more account before the end of the year. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to jump over to the chat and say good morning to everyone. Cisco was the first to comment. Mr. Alfie, good morning. Beeswax, what's up? All definitely, Mr. Alfie, all moved in and settled. What's up, George? Adrian, good morning. Owen, what's up? Fib student going on. Chase, Shadow Trades, Camo. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. Glad you guys are here. I saw Owen where Ireland did not finish it out, man. Sorry to hear that. I'm not a rugby guy, but my condolences to a game well played, as I understand it. My Astros also lost the game 1 of a 7-game series. They lost game 1 last night to the Texas Rangers, so that sucks. Because my brother lives in Dallas, isn't a huge Texas Rangers fan, and of course, it's blowing up my phone all night and all morning already. So I got to live with that for 24 hours until they play again tonight, and hopefully can. Actually, they play this afternoon, so I'll be watching that for sure. All right, let's jump back into our trades here. Any displacement to the upside, I would be looking for a potential buy here. Any displacement up. We've tapped into sell side liquidity here on GU, so any displacement up through here, I would be looking for buys to target some some short-term higher prices. Euro dollar has tapped into a little sell side. I'd prefer euro dollar to come down into this level first. So we'll see if that happens. DXY has already kind of tapped that area here, and euro dollar did not tap that low there. So a little bit of SMT, meaning there's a little divergence. So if we get some displacement down, then that could be enough as well. So just going to watch and be patient with that. GJ, we've tapped into sell side here. If we get displacement higher, I'd be looking for a trade up. Same with pound Aussie, any displacement up after we've taken out this sell side, I'd be looking for opportunities to buy up into here. All right, that's a brief rundown on the markets. It doesn't take long. It should never take you long. You should be able to see things within about 10 to 15 minutes of looking through your higher time frame levels as you scale down, identifying your draws on liquidity, and then as you scale down further, what you're looking for stop hunts and then displacement. That's what you are always trying to anticipate, and it should not take you long. And then once you see it, once you see your setup, you fire. Don't be looking just to take a trade today. Don't be looking to take multiple trades today. It's Monday. This is not Mondays. Can you win trades on Mondays? Absolutely you can. Monday is my least profitable day. Of all the days that I trade, Monday's the least profitable day, which is why I'm super cautious when I'm going into Mondays. I'm always content not to take a trade. I'm content to sit here and be patient and not push a button. Let the market just play out. Mondays often can be choppy and consolidate and basically engineer some liquidity on the buy side and the sell side so that when Tuesday gets here, you get that manipulation from Monday's range, creating a high or low of the week, and then you get the reversal after that. So Mondays are you just got to be picky. You got to be super picky. I mean, I'm always super picky. I'm very patient, but on Mondays typically I'm even more so. And if I wasn't, I've said this many times, if I wasn't live streaming every single day, I probably wouldn't even open the charts on Monday. Monday afternoon, I would open up and see what happened on Monday and get my game plan for the rest of the week set up based on the clues that Monday leaves. So, with that said, well, that's what we're watching. That's what we're waiting for. How was y'all's weekend? What'd y'all do? Anything fun? How are those account challenges going for those of you that have won the 10K accounts? For those of you that have purchased challenges? For those of you that are funded? Let me know in the chat how your trading's going. Tell me what you're struggling with. What would you, what do you need help with? And then maybe we'll get some good feedback back and forth going there. I do have the all-important teakwood oak candle going, and my office smells amazing. Oh God, that smells good. Another benefit to the move is that Kirby does not have to come in here every day to go outside. The old office, our townhome was on the my office was on the lowest level, and the door to our small little backyard where the dogs would do their business was right out of my office. That is no longer the case. So now the dogs don't have to come in here every morning. I'm sure they still will, because why not? And that just means we may have now the patio. So we have this patio and we have a small fenced in little grass yard over here to my right. And they're going to be right out there. So if they go out there and they start barking, you'll definitely still hear them barking, which why not bark? Because everything outside is trying to kill us. So you'll probably still hear them when they do get up, whenever that is. But they won't be coming into the office anymore. Exactly. At least, I don't know. We'll see. My wife will probably still let them in either way. I have not reached out to the candle company just yet. I have not reached out to the candle company just yet. I should, because dang it, this candle smells amazing. And I do kind of want to smell they have a man cave candle, this same company. They're in Southern California, or at least that's where That's where the candle says it was made. All right, so we're starting to get some displacement up here on this 15-minute candle. We've tapped into the sell side liquidity here. So now we're going to want to see what I would be looking for is displacement through this level here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw this or not, but TradingView has added a 50% line to any box that you draw, which is beautiful for me because I love to use right around the 50% area of breakers is my entries. So any box you draw now, there is now a and you can make it dotted or dashed or solid or whatever. But you can add in that 50% middle line for every box you draw. So that's a great feature from TradingView right now. So kind of cool. So this is the breaker I would be looking to see displacement through and then look for an entry there. On euro dollar, it's just not as clean to me just yet. There's not really a good... Is that a run on liquidity? Technically, yes, but this is what I was hoping to see. GJ, we've obviously had a clean run of sell-side liquidity here, and so on GJ, we would be looking for displacement through this level. And on pound Aussie, here's your run on liquidity right here. So we would be looking for the move that this started was up here. So we'd be looking for displacement through that level. So those two are looks like the pound dollar is going to give us the cleanest setup if it does work out. But we'll wait. Oh, goodness. You should reach out to the candle company because I bought one. No way. Did you really? You're going to be very happy with it if you did. Teakwood oak, baby. Gosh. It's just so... It's clean. It's refreshing. It's manly. It just smells good. It's cozy, I guess is a good word. It's a very cozy, comforting scent. Getting into all my masculine feels here this morning. Oh, you already got it. Nice. All right, coming into the next 15-minute candle here, we'll see if the displacement happens here on this next 15-minute candle. If it doesn't, let it go. Still could happen if euro dollar pushes down into this sell side and then you get that displacement up. Could happen there as well. Oh, chat. You know what we need to do is chat pair for the week. We've been watching pound Aussie and dollar yen, but I think we should switch those out. So let's find at least one new chat pair to replace either pound Aussie or dollar yen with, or both. Maybe we could replace both of those this week. We don't have to watch those again. It is kind of nice having a second non-dollar correlated pair there. So maybe another another non-dollar cross pair might be good, or two even. But what does the chat want to see for our chat pairs this week? We can get those up. I'm down for anything. Nothing's off the table. I'll do analysis on all of it. Mr. Alfie throwing in oil already. I don't know where John's at, but I'm sure he would appreciate that. No exotics. No exotics. We can do crypto, we could do Bitcoin, Ethereum, we could do gold, we could do silver, we could do whatever y'all want. I don't care. Just no exotics. Either a minor cross or some form of like metal or crypto would be fine. Aussie Mexican. The Mexican peso versus the Aussie dollar. What are we going to look at? All right, so that next 15-minute candle, we need it to displace above and close above there. It is leaving behind a nice fair value gap right there. We'll see how it plays out with GJ as well. So one of these actually might be really nice looking setups here. We've tapped into sell side liquidity here, and obviously all of these levels here. Adrian says gold. More people lose on gold and lose their challenges in funded accounts trading gold than any other asset across every firm. I keep telling you all this, and everyone still wants to trade it. Oil could be good this week. Maybe, yeah. My dogs hear me in here. At least one of them. Let me see who it is. I have the door shut, by the way, because we're on one level now, and I'm like, I don't want to wake my wife up. She's on the other side of the apartment, but I don't know how well. I kind of got a deep, manly voice. I feel like it could carry and get out of hand. It's Remy, the golden doodle. Hey, buddy. He's the golden child of the dogs in our house. Yep. Lay down. What's up, Stone? Yes, we are, man. We are back in profits. ready to go, ready to knock out another banger of a week here. Things going well. Things are going well. My wife and I just moved into our new apartment. It is so much more quiet back here, y'all. You don't even understand the difference. I didn't realize I did realize how loud it was because it made us want to move. But now that we're back here and it's quiet, my gosh, it is a major difference. Absolutely major difference. You start to kind of tune it out eventually, but then once it's gone, you're like, wow, that was really loud. Living on a busy road is just, people do it, and I guess some people just don't care, but it was annoying. Very, very annoying. I guess it all can eventually just become white noise at some point, but for me, yeah, it was too much. I was like, if I'm paying this amount of money, there's certain things that I want, and one of them is peace and quiet. So we got our peace and quiet. And we actually saved money from moving out of that townhome a little bit. Not a lot, but it is a little bit cheaper to live in the apartment we're in now versus the townhome. But we really only lost about 150 square feet of floor space, so worth it. All right. We still have about 8 more minutes before these candles close. But, they're definitely leaving behind some fair value gaps here. Mr. Alfie says, I used to live in a town, but moved to the countryside about 6 years ago. That first night in our new home, the silence was deafening. It really is, man. It makes such a tremendous difference. Such a tremendous difference. You just don't realize how much ambient noise is created by other humans that you live around. And then you get out somewhere and you actually experience quiet, and it is overwhelming how quiet it can be. We can get so overwhelmed with our senses, um, that you just don't even realize how overwhelmed it is. I think this is kind of the move I'd be looking for here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. This is kind of the move I would be looking for here. But we'll wait and see. That's GJ. GU, I'd be looking for something like this. Gosh, Oh, because that line I have on there, now when you hover over that line, you can grab it. You can't see it there, but it's extended out. It doesn't stop at the box. So that kind of sucks. Got to be careful of that because I've grabbed both of those now. Not bad setups, though. Exactly what I had laid out as we started the stream. This is the daily fair value gap that I think could be the high of the week tomorrow on GU. So we still have a little bit of room. Excuse me, a little bit of room to run up there. So even if it takes out this short-term buy side, I would be fine with that. That actually might be what would trigger a return into this inefficiency here. I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple orders here. I'm going to need to move my candle so I don't burn myself. Let's see. I'm going to set this up on GU here. All right, there's the GU set up. That would be 21595, 21454, and 21892. So there's the GU set up. Drop that over in Discord here. GU buy limit. And then on GJ, initially it will be I think they're right there, and then we'll go right there, and we'll go right there. There we go. So that's 181818. An entry, and 652 for the stop. And 182, 169 for the TP. Whoops, that's not right. There we go. All right. Copy that out. Put that on Discord as well. Very similar setups to each other. So we'll see if one gets triggered, we'll cancel the other. There you go. All right. So new 15-minute candle is open. Our orders are set. And so now we just watch and wait. You will see if we get any kind of, I'd like to see the dollar pull back. That would be really nice. That would give us our entry and then have the dollar fall down into these sell side liquidity levels there. We'll find out here shortly. No Warren, only on Fridays. It definitely jokes. It's always joke time. Is here giveaway today. No Warren, only on Fridays, as Cisco said. 6:30 is my favorite time of the day, hands down. Why do all traders who stream wear a hat? Is it like an unspoken rule? Do they? Well, mostly for me, it's because I get up at 5 in the morning, my time, 6 a.m. New York time. I get up, take a shower, just meditate, pray, read my Bible, all that kind of stuff. And I just don't feel like doing my hair. And my hair is a mess right now. It's so long. It needs a haircut. It's just unruly and out of control. And so it's just easier for me to throw a hat on and not have to worry about it. Cisco, what do you call a woman who has one leg shorter than the other? Eileen, that's a good one. Nicely done. Nicely done, sir. We'll see if price displaces through this level here. This would be your new breaker block right there. These two up close candles are the ones were the highest that initiated this last run on liquidity. So if you get displacement through there, you could use those as a new entry potential. Same for GJ. If it displaces through this level here, then you've got a new breaker. So we'll see. I hear my other dog out there. Hold on. She may need to go to the bathroom. Let me go see what's going on. This is only like night number 2. This is night number 2 in our new place, so the dogs are a little kind of crazy. Let me go see what she needs. I'll be right back. All right. It's like she forgot where she was for a minute. She's like, where is everybody? I don't know. Dogs are crazy, man. In and out, man. The dogs, they cannot make up their minds. So we're getting this hourly close here in about 6 minutes. So what we're hoping is we get, I would prefer it not to close at the very top of that. That's fine if it does. Maybe pull back just a little bit, get that next hourly candle open, put in a bottom wick, and then expand up from there. Same on GJ here. Looking for GJ to close out this hourly candle, open, come down, retest that wick, and then move higher. All off of these 15-minute breakers. I know you hate Euro Pound, would you kindly look at it? Sure, man. What the? Oh, there we go. What am I doing? It's right here. GBP. Euro is definitely weaker against the pound currently. You've got a nice run on buy side liquidity here. Stab up. You're getting displacement back through. These down close candles are what initiated this run on liquidity here. So for me, I'd want to see displacement down through that candle, and then you could target a breaker situation. You might be able to, yeah, that 30-minute candle here. If it displaces down through that down close candle here on your 30-minute, then you could look for an entry short here. You do have a lot of sell side liquidity built up on this trend line. You've got clear sell side liquidity targets. That's a 30-minute time frame. I just think this thing moves sideways. So like, I don't understand how anybody trades this. It just moves sideways all the damn time. 4 hour, you've grabbed buy side liquidity. If you get displacement lower, then yeah, you're looking at these targets are definitely in play. I wouldn't just go short here. I would wait until I saw that structure break and this order block fail. Right now, this is a bullish order block, and it could push price up. So you want to see that fail and get violated and then return to it and then continue down. GU just running away aggressively here. Very aggressively here. I think even if it reaches here, it's fine. I think this is the level that I would be. This swing level here is the external liquidity that I would probably want to cancel this order off of if it ran that first. GJ would be probably up here. GJ looks like the cleaner option currently. GU has run a lot more aggressively up, which means any pullbacks, I don't know that it's going to get that deep. Like I said, if it displaced through this level, this becomes your new breaker. So this right here becomes your new breaker and could be what holds price up. It doesn't have to come down to that bottom breaker. Versus GJ has not displaced through there, meaning this breaker is still valid. So GU may not want to come back down that far. Oh. Coming into the 8 o'clock hour here for the New York session. Just a few more seconds and we'll close out this hourly candle. Quiet in the chat today. You guys are just chilling on this quiet Monday. There we go. The new hourly candle just opened. We get a pop up. Well, the news headline. We haven't read news headlines in a while. 18 minutes ago, the safe haven dollar steady near 1 week high on Middle East conflict. Stocks pick up, oil steadies in cautious markets. The U.S. dollar declines early Monday, ahead of Empire manufacturing data. Looking ahead to retail, housing data, and Powell. Powell opens his mouth on Wednesday. John isn't here causing a ruckus. Yeah, maybe. Where's Bastion? We need Bastion to cause a ruckus. John being all quiet and polite today. I mean, he's always polite, I guess. But he's just never quiet. I'm always here. Look at GA again. Nah, I still need GA to clear displace through this level. If I'm going to look for a buy on GA, looking for sells, then you need displacement down here. But right now, we need these candles, these up close candles right there, to be displaced through. We've grabbed sell side. We're trickling up, but we haven't had an aggressive run like we've had here or we've had here. Must be bad if you miss Bastion. Look, I'm perfectly content sitting here not talking. I'm fine just sitting here staring at candles, anticipating in my mind where price is headed and why and when and how. It's fascinating to me. Even after years of doing this, I'm fascinated by how this all works. What are your new neighbors like? So we're on the unit we're in is on the end of the building, on the back end of the building. So we have no neighbor on one side. The unit to, I guess if you're looking at our front door, so there's no neighbor on to the left. It goes out into parking lot area. The neighbor to the right, the unit to the right is empty. There's nobody in there. And then we just have one neighbor above us, which we haven't met. So I don't know. I don't know. I know it's quiet. That's what I know. The neighbor above us does have a golden retriever, and I've heard the dog playing through the upstairs floor, which is fine. We've got dogs, so it's no big deal. But I can hear him when he gets excited. He'll take off running, and you can hear him all across the floor. But it's fine. Kirby crosses everyone eventually. Kirby crosses everyone. Do you think the news event coming up is significant? It's the Empire State Manufacturing news is not. It is a red folder event that I do not. I don't avoid it. Like I don't. If these orders are triggered in either before or after that news event, it's fine. I will not. I will trade through the Empire News Manufacturing. Look, guys, there are certain news events that you need to avoid because of the spikes that come from them and the fact that they can gap up and down very rapidly. But you can't avoid every news event. In fact, the news events often are what grab liquidity or move it towards more liquidity. So don't be. There are certain ones like I avoid CPI, I avoid NFP, right? I avoid interest rate decisions. Those kinds of I avoid unemployment. Those kinds of numbers. So there are ones that I will avoid because they have a tremendous impact on the market immediately, wherein they could have a 20 pip gap on Eurodollar or whatever. And it doesn't matter if your stop loss is above that gap and the price just drops below, then you're going to get filled at that 20 pip stop away from where your stop was. And so it doesn't make any sense. But there's some that you can definitely trade through and use whatever small movement it's going to create to your advantage. So this is one that I would definitely hang on to and trade through. Is this how it was when Corey was your only viewer? Basically, I talked to myself a lot. I talked about my psychology. Corey, I'd ask Corey questions. Corey would answer. He's not as talkative anymore now that all of you guys are in here. He kind of sticks to himself. He's not. He used to ask questions, and we would dialogue quite a bit, only because he was the only one watching. What's going on with this? I need to do some cable cleanup. Cable management is a dire need down there. I threw all this up pretty quickly. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a day if I didn't have to. Brother, I have a surprise for you, brother. Finally, I find your twin. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is in reference to. You don't not avoid skipping trading it unless it's opposite day. Listen, my grammar at 6:15 in the morning, 7:15 in the morning, does not have to be 100% accurate. Akshay Khanna. Search on internet. He is same like you. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't even remember. I'm guessing he's not my twin if that's his name. Akshay Khanna. No way. Come on, man. An Indian actor? Not even close. Brother, what are you looking at? This is the guy. This guy here. Come on. I'm disappointed. I was expecting something kind of similar, at least. I don't think that's similar at all. No, he would not be confused. They would be like, "Who's the Indian guy? And why are you talking about him?" Everyone has doppelgangers. The human genome is such that everyone has doppelgangers. 100%. I've seen some crazy doppelgangers. Not from me, but from other people. Where it just is like, how is that even possible? All right, we're going to see how this breaker holds up here. And we'll see if we can get any kind of a deeper pullback on GJ. No, I'm not looking anymore at that guy. He doesn't look anything like me, man. The aura and vibe matches. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I got a splinter in my thumb from moving. I got it out, but it is still very sore. It does not. It's crazy how one small little sliver of a stick can get under your skin and cause such. I mean, even after it's out, the discomfort that's still there is crazy. It's also crazy how your skin just immediately starts regrowing and covering it up. Like, what the hell? Like, how does your body know to do that? That's insane to me. This one little small, tiny little puncture wound that my body immediately starts trying to heal and recover from. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's up, Alpha? Birthday party. I'm still. You're still drunk? You're still drunk from a birthday party yesterday? My gosh, how do you even remember that you had a birthday party? Or that you were at? Was it your birthday party or was it just a birthday party you were attending? But that's impressive, my friend. If you're that drunk, still, that's quite the party. Sounds like a banger. Mondays are typically short streams, but today's playing out like it's going to be a real short stream. Let's see here. I'm liking how this 4-hour candle is going to close here. I met my doppelganger, but he was way taller than me. Can that even be considered a doppelganger if he's way taller? I don't think I've ever met my doppelganger. Yeah, that 15-minute breaker may be what holds GU up. Problem with if you were to take this breaker, let's say you had set an order at 50% of that. Once this you gotten triggered in right there, you have to put your stop all the way down here, which means your TP has to be way up here, which is still in line with the higher time frame, but that is a big move. It's a difference between a 24 pip stop and a 14 pip stop. So again, it could work out, but you would have to put your stop way down here below these lower candles, the candle that formed the fair value gap, bare minimum. Dollar finding no ability to go back up and run any buy side liquidity, just dropping now. This breaker here on GU is holding up and being respected. Once it's violated, this one that got violated never gave a retest of. To be fair, the body's always shedding skin and regrowing new skin, so it kind of always does it, not only when you get a cut. We didn't finalize the chat pair. Yeah. I only saw a couple of options. Somebody said oil, somebody said gold, and then I never saw any other options. So what about, let's see, what could we do? UJ is already up. His face. I mean, I guess the face is the only thing that really matters. Not necessarily body size or type, but I would think doppelganger means like it looks like your twin, not just in the face, but like everything. But I guess it doesn't have to. GJ coming back down close to entry. It's approaching there. I mean, we still got a little bit here to go, but we shall see. Looks like if something's going to get triggered, it may be GJ. So I'm going to watch GJ on my MT5 since they're both kind of coming down. And I'm going to keep my GU up here so I can see both pairs. That way if I need to cancel one or the other, I can quickly. About 40 seconds and then this 30-minute candle opens and you will get that Empire Manufacturing report. So if you get an entry on the news, I'll be ready to cancel one or the other here. So no big pop off that news. Again, that's just one that I would generally not expect it to create massive volatility in the market. What's up, Kimmel? GJ trying to get tagged in, but not quite. GU stalling out at that top breaker there. We need one more little push down on GJ. Little Venator swerve getting cooked up for you. Oh, God. Well, I was hoping one of these would get triggered in, and then we just kill the live stream for today. GJ's trying to inch down there. It's getting close. It's going to get there before GU does, for sure, I think. Where's my cursor? There it is. We need one more small little push there. We're not quite in. That is stinking close. Look at that. Look at that. 2 pips. 2 pips. So it goes. The Venator way. Swerve City, baby. Yeah, well, maybe. We might still get one little fill in that fair value gap. We may get one more here. One more little push to fill in that fair value gap. GU's still coming down and GJ's holding up, so maybe GU will get filled. I've got GJ over here on my MT5. I'm watching it, so my fingers are ready to cancel if need be. Gosh. Still not in. Making one more. GJ trying to make another push down. But not finding some resistance there at the top of that breaker. It's inside this breaker right now, and that's where it's finding its resistance. I want to come down into that fair value gap a little bit deeper. I like it to dig into those fair value gaps close to that 50% line. It's where I get my best entries, And if I lose, I usually lose right away. So it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Is my mute button on or the screen paused? I think everything's working. I think everything's working. I use 2% per risk. I mean, 2% per trade is my risk. Dadgummit, man. You gotta be kidding me. Concentration mode. I didn't want both to get triggered. So I was just watching. I just have an eye on both here. So I've got GU. GJ, it's just, that sucks. God, that sucks. Look at that. This is where FOMO will kill people. Yeah, I mean, I don't chase price. So swerves are part of the business, man. You're going to get your entries and you're not. So yeah, 2 pips on GJ's nothing. We could still get one more push on this next 15-minute candle. Leaving behind a tiny little fair value gap on the hourly here. So that's nice. Next hour, if it just stalls around right here, next hour could push it down and then run it up. Also, the 4 hours about to close, which would mean open, push down, create a lower wick, and then go up. So I still like this play. It could still get tapped in. It's just frustrating to watch it come down and put in a higher low right there without getting in first. Yeah, maybe on this next 15. We'll see. No worries, no rush, no fretting. Did leave behind nice relative equal highs up here before it ran that buy side, so I like that. If you can't get tagged in, this is going to be a fairly logical place for price to target there. We just want to get that sniper entry there and then be done with it. All right, this 15-minute candle's about to close. We'll see. I'm going to leave GU open, and I'm watching GJ over here. We'll see if we can get one push down. Give me about a 8 pip push. And then it can start heading to buy side. All right, new 15-minute candle. Man, it's going to be a race. G or GJ. I don't know. It's going to be close. The FOMO in the chat. Guys, we get our entry or we don't get a trade. No FOMO. Market's not going anywhere. It'll be here tomorrow. It'll be here the next day. Oh. Gosh. Yawns, man. Brutal. Swerve City, baby. Okay, one of these pairs needs to move, either go up or down. But this is it's ridiculous. I got to get off the stream in 10 minutes anyway. So one way or the other, we're getting done. We're done getting dead. Somebody do something. I prefer GJ entry news bullish to dollar. So chat pair, Cisco. I've got oil up. We'll look at it later this week. It's not going to be today. Top Step account. I have a question. I don't know if anybody in here does Top Step. What's your question? I don't know that I know the answer, but let's ask it. Come on, GJ. Come on, GJ. What you got? Still not in. Nope. Still not in. The spread, I have to get both the bid and ask below my order line. It has touched it, but it has not gone below, which is where I need it to be. So GU still coming down. I like both of them. They're both fine. I don't care. Both of them have run sell side liquidity. Both of them have displaced. So I'm good with either. I'm good with either. Gosh, man. One of my freaking allergies to stop is what I want. Dude, this is insane how close this GJ move is. Let me see if I can get it up on my MT5 here. That you want to talk about a swerve. Come on, work. Look at that. You've got to be kidding me right now. Literally the low. $181. I needed 818. And it gave me 823. Half a pip. Half a pip. Half a pip. The breaker blocks work well. It's the fair value gap inside the breaker block that you've got to really lock in on. And I just choose to get a deeper dive. The breaker block, it's inside a fair value gap. It's inside the breaker block here, and it's starting to pull back now. So it just didn't give me my entry. That's the only thing. And it may still give me my entry. It's fine if it does. In fact, as this hourly candle closes, it's leaving behind a tiny fair value gap right there. This 30-minute fair value gap is holding up, though. 4 hours about to open. New 4-hour candles about to open. So you could see and make a case for this new 4-hour candle opening, putting in a lower wick, and then going up. So the trade is still valid, and it could come down and tap into that sell side liquidity there. If people are long from this area, they've moved up, they're going to see a swing level, put a stop up there. It could come back one more time, and it's fine if it does. But that is absolutely brutal. I'll take a screenshot and put it in the Discord, because that's nuts, man. Oh, boy. Man, that's tough. That is tough. That's at 1-to-1 already. Damn. It's the swerves that I hate the most. It's not the stop losses. It's the swerves like this that hit the most. When you are absolutely accurate in your assessment, in your analysis, You've identified the flow, the movement, and you get swerved like that. It's just, oh, it's on brand is what it is. Look, all you have to do, whatever entry I give you, just add 2 pips to it, and you don't have to worry about it. You'll get in every time. God, that sucks, man. That's not fun. Jerome Powell watching your stream. Well, I'm not even in the market. This is all simulated. Just simulated. Maybe we just set up a nice little inducement here. Yeah, it's coming down to it right there. Still got a little ways to go. Euro dollar about to tap it as well. Euro dollars daily is up here. Its daily fair value gap's a little bit higher up above this volume imbalance. So we still got some room to run. It's just unfortunate that we get swerved like that, because that would be almost to break even. Just above that high, I'd probably move to break even if I was in that trade somewhere right around here. Oh, God. All right, so I think I'm going to call stream here. I'll watch these off the stream, but that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Be on Discord the rest of the day. I've got some tweets coming out later today as well, so watch for those. But you guys stay nimble out there. Keep these orders in place. Just if one gets hit and triggered, make sure you cancel the other one. I will be watching these off the stream to see if we get any further pullbacks here. But yeah, I think that's about it. We know what we're looking for the rest of the week. If you guys don't have anything to do at 7 a.m. New York time, I'll be here every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So come in, hang out, and we'll enjoy watching some candles print together. So you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Happy hunting. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Adios, guys.